All right, let's talk a bit about the NASDAQ-100. We looked at this one a few days ago, and yesterday we finally got that breakout that we were looking for. And we discussed a couple of entries and a potential risk reward ratio here, which is 6.44. So it's a really good risk reward ratio. Let's first address why it makes sense to be bullish. Well, we can treat this whole thing as an ascending triangle pattern. And you could argue maybe that this line needs to be a bit lower. I don't disagree with that. Okay, the real breakout probably happened here, roughly around here when we breached this high from February 7th and above the January 31st high, and also above the high here from the 25th. I don't disagree on that, but the problem sometimes is that if we're too close to the price action, then especially because you have this high here, we would have just been stopped out. So with that in mind, I prefer looking at this. So how could one trade this one? Well, you have the breakout, push above the high, buy at the breakout, stop loss, just sort of goes, sort of in this case, the opening of the daily candle yesterday, sometimes below. These are actually some levels that we discussed when we did the last video, which I just added as an example. And I kept them here just to explain how this actually worked out, because at the end it did work out really fine, because we had that initial breakout, then we had that correction, but we didn't go low enough. And then for now, especially because we had some bad retail sales, we might have a bit of a correction. But again, I would say as long as we don't trade deep into the pattern again, so as long as we don't push back and trade below 21,792, then it makes a lot of sense that this is going to head higher. Now, something you do need to bear in mind is that this is quite a big move for a stock index. It's not a crypto. So it might take some time, and sometimes it might be good to get partial exits. So for example, just to give a bit of an idea, maybe just looking for a 2% move, then booking profits, and then when it corrects, looking to go long again. So that's it. Let's see if this picks up. In addition, just throwing this in now, which is quite interesting, is that with stock indices going up now, it might potentially allow for cryptos to head to the upside. So you want to keep an eye on that as well. And what I said here just a couple of days ago is that I think one interesting bit here is that because of the biggest problems in terms of trade war was between Canada and Mexico, because that seems to be okay now and sorted. That's a big relief for the market. The other big relief for the market, which is a new development, is the idea of peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. So that's obviously a benefit as well, and could cause indices like the NASDAQ-100 to trade to the upside. What's your take on this? Let us know in the comments below.